Hello Internet, welcome back to another edition of Eric's Corner with a word of the not so wise. So today is September 14th and 2024, and you know what just happened the other day. That's right, the Kamala Trump debate. Of course, you know this is something I gotta weigh in on. First things first, I'm seeing, of course, the kickback from how it was ran. I found it awfully curious that the moderators would chime in. Oh, that's fact checked. That's not true. I mean, that's kind of a strange thing for them to say. And other people have noticed they never seem to have anything to say when Kamala stated absolute, complete, and total bullshit. The point was made. It wasn't him versus Kamala. It was him versus Kamala and the moderators. And the memes, of course, are absolutely fire and hilarious on the subject. But with fact checking, things do get a little subjective. He said, hey, we made everybody happy with our abortion laws and gave the power to the states, to the individual states, and they can make these decisions. Well, of course, with one political party, they just keep moving the goalposts and they're just never happy. And of course, Kamala has to cite the most marginal victim. Oh, a woman has to go sit on a plane next to strangers to go get the health care that she needs. Well, she literally let a stranger shove his dick inside of her with no condom on, and now she's pregnant. Now, again, painting with broad strokes. I mean, my experience, most girls who sleep around will do it with good dudes that she just met. So suddenly sitting next to a stranger on a plane to go get medical care is so socially unjust. So okay, you sit next to strangers on airplanes anyway. What are we, the government's supposed to fly her private someplace to get this stuff done? Trump's statements, it's legal to, terminate a fetus up to, almost birth. Well, again, something being legal, it's not illegal, but not legal either. So maybe it's not legal per se, but it's not illegal either. So that's where you kind of things get kind of messy. I mean, and these things remain not illegal because you can't really tie a doctor's hands. I mean, there are unhealthy pregnancies, there are accidents that happen that jeopardize the health of the mother. And if it's like, well, we have to terminate this pregnancy to save the life of the mother. So using these fringe examples to try and discredit an entire philosophy is rather ridiculous. I'm getting way off topic. This is just one example. I have a whole episode I need to do on the subject, but I mean, he's not wrong when he did kind of make it to where kind of everybody could be happy with getting rid of Roe versus Wade and handing the power back to the states, which, in my opinion, there are a lot of things that the power should be given to the states over. And she screams from the rooftops, and of course other people have put together video compilations. I mean, there's probably 10 of them at least that I've seen. Kamala Harris, mandatory gun buybacks. We've got to get the assault weapons out of the hands of the people. We've got to get rid of guns, ban assault. She screams it for years. Well, Tampon Tim and I are both gun owners, and we never said that. It's like, I just do not understand. Did these people not know that they're being filmed? I don't understand how they scream something for 4 years. Well, I never said that. Well, that's not my philosophy. It's like they're saying one thing once elected and saying they're going to do something once you re-elect them. And then they get elected. Well, I don't have the power to do that. But when it comes time to elect them again, then all of a sudden they're going to take care of it. I don't know. And Trump got her with one simple statement. It's like, you want to do all these things, and why have you not done it? The border, absolute freaking disaster. Under Trump's policies, things were a lot better. The border agents were saying, hey, these things are working under Trump. I actually have power and control over these things again. I can actually protect the border. I mean, they've just let an influx of people into the country. I'm seeing all kinds of reports and videos, allegedly people coming from Haiti and eating the wildlife, eating people's pets, and you know, okay, do what you're going to do back in your own country. I don't understand all these people have to come here and then we have to make accommodations for them. And however barbaric they want to act is like, well, I mean, it's just what we got to do. I mean, people are really running out of sympathy and compassion here real quick because I cannot, have my own children go without eating to feed somebody else's kids. And that's literally what you got going on. I mean, I got to save for college for my children and, vehicles when they get older. I mean, yes, I plan for them to work summer jobs, but, old dad's going to have to subsidize what they make to, help them get something, a vehicle that's a little newer, a little safer, a little bit more reliable, and they can have a total pile of crap. I mean, good. It'll teach you to work on it. But, I can't have something that's breaking down every weekend and you're taking money right out of my pocket to help these other people. You know what? I don't give a shit at some point. I got my own children to worry about. So, like, oh, well, they eat animals like this, dogs and cats in China. I don't give a shit. That is the most horrible argument to what's going on here. And again, this isn't like completely confirmed that this is actually what's happening. I mean, again, I personally have not seen a video of these things happening. I'm seeing videos where police are talking to people and saying it is, but I never really saw a dead cat. So, I mean, I'm just saying, regardless, a whole lot of bad culture is showing up here, and people don't want to come to America and be American. They want to come to America and they want it to be, they want Sharia law. They want to come to America and they want it to be Mexico. It's like, well, no, if you're going to come here, you're going to do things as our laws dictate. And it's not, don't come here and act like you're oppressed because we don't all of a sudden change our morals and values and do everything different because it's more comfortable and convenient for you. Again, how does Harris, my values have not changed. Being I'm here in Pennsylvania, fracking, what difference does it make where the hell you are? You do realize fracking happens probably in just about every, well, I mean, at least half the states, I would say. What difference does it make if you're in Pennsylvania? Yes, I realize there's big oil fields there, but what do you mean? I've never said to ban fracking. What are you talking about? And they never fact checked this and said, well, hang on, Ms. Harris, you have said repeatedly that you are going to ban it. There's a difference between fact checking and dropping in and say, hey, that's not what you said before. Trump has been preaching the same policies for 40 years. I've seen interviews from 40 years ago-ish of him talking to Oprah and other people, and he's preaching the same things that he's been saying for 40 plus years. And he implemented the policies and they worked. Bush, Clinton sucked, re-elect him. Bush Jr. sucked, re-elect him. Obama sucked, re-elect him. Trump did fantastic. He did such a terrible job that Obama took credit for the Trump economy. Well, I started that economy. Okay, I mean, I could have given you some brownie points there if you didn't state, and I quote, roughly, Trump can't fix the economy. You can't just fix an economy. What, does he have a magic wand? Okay, well, he did it, and then you took credit for it. So, I mean, if the economy was so bad under Trump, then why? I mean, didn't he have peace treaties? And then there's like 6 countries in the Middle East that he got to sign peace treaties. Didn't he walk through the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea? We see that, but all of a sudden he's totally buddies with Kim Jong-un. What are you talking about? He was in office for about 4 minutes and, he said he's going to talk to Kim Jong-un. He lied and he's not doing it. He's been in office for a day. Will you give him a second? Vladimir Putin, in his interview with Tucker Carlson, which I did a video on, said it's better for me if Trump does not get elected. Now, allegedly, he has stated that he endorses Kamala Harris. So, remember, if Vladimir Putin endorses Trump, you should watch out. You should never vote for a candidate like that. Well, keep that energy because he just allegedly publicly endorsed another candidate. I mean, again, I don't speak Russian. I haven't heard him say it. I mean, he speaks English. So, I mean, I haven't caught a video of him doing this, which, take it for what it's worth. So, and she is dead to rights, adopted Trump's policies. All of a sudden, she doesn't want to tax tips. All of a sudden, this, that, and the other thing. She's all of a sudden saying the things that Trump's been preaching. I think that's just absolutely insane to me. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. And like you said, I was going to send her a mega hat because she's starting to adopt or take on the policies that I've said would work. And just, I mean, she keeps saying my values have not changed. Well, it's okay to change your values. It's okay to update your information, update your decisions based on new information. That's fine. But you need an explanation as to why. Well, hang on, I don't agree with what I said before because here, this, that, and the other thing. I mean, it's something I will probably go back on some of my videos and be like, well, I don't agree with what I said. I've gone back on some of my videos and I've said some completely wrong things. I get here on the spot on video and I've completely misspoken and jump things around, but I'm not the news. This is an opinion piece. If I'm a little off, I'll correct it in the comments. Not that big a deal. And I'm not going to redo a 10-minute video because I got a year wrong. But so anyway, I mean, you can update what you say, but you got to follow through. You can't, I mean, all of a sudden she had nothing to do with the border, and KJP constantly, oh, well, Republicans just aren't going to just get it done. Whatever. We have the most black and white, hey, this is a stagnant Democrat economy. Here's the Trump economy. We went back to the Democrat economy. Good under Trump, shit under Biden. I mean, even when Biden was running, interviewer asked him, well, like 55% of Americans or whatever the number was are saying things were better under Trump. What would you say to those people? Well, I'd say don't vote for me. Okay, well, very, very cut and dry voter fraud. I mean, the mass, I mean, 5 red states, historical for the last 5 to 7 decades have been red states, all of a sudden flipped. Took all the key swing states, massive spikes in vote counts overnight. Empty Biden rallies, packed Trump rallies. I mean, if the situation was reversed, you'd still be rioting and burning shit down. Oh, well, you're just an election denier. Oh, coming from the people who spent 4 years screaming Russian collusion that was baseless and had absolutely no ground and nothing was proven. I just do not understand how the left flip-flops on things. So just every hill they stand on, they won't die on. They'll just walk off of it. Oh, Trump's just an old rich white man who's not mentally fit to serve as president. Okay, Joe Biden, old rich white man with full-blown dementia. Okay, how is? Oh my God! It's just one thing after another. I don't understand it. And the Me Too and Believe Her and Believe All Women movements. I mean, a lynch mob, 100,000 strong, shows up over a 30-year accusation against Brett Kavanaugh, and then Biden gets a similar accusation that has basis and grounds. A call to the Larry King show from a lady named Tara Reid that her mom called in and said she was sexually assaulted by some high-ranking politician. It's corroborated that this happened. It wasn't even investigated. Crickets from these massive movements. Everybody just walked away from it. I mean, they're so fake, disingenuous, I think is the word. Virtue signaling. I mean, just everything. I mean, why does Trump keep bringing up race? I don't know. Why do you guys keep saying elect me because I'm other than white and not male? You literally ran on the platform of vote for me, I'm a woman, vote for me, I'm black, and you got the hat. I mean, if you were an immigrant, Jewish, and gay, you'd have the freaking hat trick, right? Isn't that all KJP's credential? Gay, black female who's an immigrant. I mean, it's just absolutely freaking nuts that the qualifications that you guys go off of. And then she was thrown into place instead of Biden because he got COVID. Well, that's convenient. Well, where is he? I've not heard a peep out of him in a month or two. Not a peep. So who's running the country? Is it Kamala? Because if he's had to step down from running because of COVID, it seems to me she is now the president. But of course, we can't have the first woman president become president, 3 months before turnover in an election, just in case it turns over to the other person. Like, wow, first woman president, first black woman president, first fill in the box president, this victim demographic president. Oh, only president for a couple months. So I that's why she hasn't been sworn in, probably. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much the highlights. I mean, it's just absolutely befuddling that anybody thinks that she won this election. And now there's some scrutiny as to Kamala was in a sorority with one of the moderators, allegedly. Well, I mean, if that's true, it would be, I mean, it seemed like she was awfully prepared for those questions. Like, I thought she did way better than she would. I mean, she actually, a lot of times, did kind of at least talk about the question. And she definitely did duck and dodge them a little bit. Oh, Trump, we want to move forward. Trump wants to live in the past. Get the hell out of here. That is the most cliche, boring, used up thing to say. Oh, Trump's living in the past. What are you talking about? He's using his past credentials saying, this is what I want the future to be, and that's living in the past. Just had such dumb things to say. And I mean, I just do not get how people go, oh, well, you're like me. You must have my best interest at heart. You know, every time you keep electing these people based on denomination, they get rich. But the people they're supposed to represent never do any better. Putting gay people or trans people in these positions ain't gotten better for any of those people, has it? Just to name one thing. So anyway, I think that about covers it. I didn't even prepare. I'm going completely off the cuff here. I don't even have any notes over here. I'm just looking over here out of habit. I haven't written anything down. So, I mean, I'm sure I missed stuff, but I think I got the worst of it, essentially. Trying to think real quick. But yeah, of course, Trump had, you know, his classic Trump good one-liners. Oh, go get him out of bed at 4:30 in the afternoon. And, you know, he always has these little Trump jabs, and they're absolutely fantastic. You know, it's like, okay, we'll go close the border then. Well, they want voters that, I mean, you can't be doing this bad and have it not be by design. Just, oh, they're just so clueless to stop this flood of people. Well, who's telling these people to come here and promising a better life? And why are they in Ohio? How are they dispersed so far up north? I mean, the border has always been kind of a problem, but they're starting to get dispersed to New York, Chicago, so far north. I mean, are they hoping the winters will freeze them to death? I mean, that's may not be maybe beneficial to the rest of us. So anyway, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Join me again next time. So enjoy the rest of your weekend.